So very good evening to all, Tashi, and thank you so much for your patience here. So this has been an interesting start to our session today. Technical difficulties, they mirror our troubles in samsara. So we are having issues in life, in samsara and all, because we want things to be our way. So today I wanted things to be my way. And obviously it didn't happen, right? So so what can we do about it? So when things don't go our way, then we just have to let things be. Yeah, we do the best we can. So I tried my level best to troubleshoot. And are you able to hear me now, please? For those of you who are here, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, please, you can put your voice louder a little bit. Yeah, can
Yes.
I? Yeah,
Yes.
volume.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we are good to go. Okay, fantastic. So I'm recording on Facebook and YouTube just to see which audio quality is better and which video quality is better. And out of the two, I will choose to make one, upload one onto YouTube. Yeah, for posterity, so that you can view it again and again and practice again and again without me being in front of you. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who are here today, welcome. And thank you for personally coming to the session. And for those of you who are online, also welcome. Yeah. Okay. So the title of today's meditation session is Rhythm of Serenity. So, what is Rhythm of Serenity? Rhythm of Serenity is actually we are going to do counting meditation based on counting. So last week we did breathing awareness meditation. So why we start with breathing is because that is the first and the first anchor. It's very important that whatever we do, we have to do the meditation with an object. And last week, the object of meditation was breathing, right? And this week too, the object of meditation is breathing. We are not changing the object of meditation, but we are changing our approach to meditation. So the rationale for having 21 classes, so today is the second of 21. And for those of you who are just joining us today, these 21 classes are basically like standalone classes. So you can come for class number one and not come for class number two, or you can come for class number two and then not come for class number three. It's entirely up to you. So if you had come today fresh and you had not seen the video last week, or you had not followed my class last week, that's perfectly okay too, because I am going to introduce a new technique which is not really very new. It's related to the previous one, but I will go through it as if it's the very first time, yeah, that you're doing meditation. So for those of you who are new to meditation, welcome. Meditation is habituation of the mind to an object of meditation. So what are we habituating ourselves? We are habituating ourselves to our breath, right? So basically, we are all the time running to the past, running to the future, running to likes, grasping at things that we like, and then pushing away things that we don't like. All these four thoughts are going to confuse us. Yeah. So, and we have always been in samsara running after all these sense perceptions. So we have got six senses: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I'm a bit distracted. Can we? Yeah. My apologies for that. Yeah. So there's a cat in the room, and the cat is climbing on the meditator. So this also actually requires a lot of patience. So sorry about that. Um, so counting meditation. So why is it that we have 21 meditations? So during the time of the Buddha had so many disciples, and so many arahants, right? And do you think that the arahants were enlightened using one technique, which means that everybody has the same way of becoming enlightened? Now, who can give me the answer? Is it that all the Buddha's disciples, Venerable Sariputra, Venerable Moggallana, right? And then the foremost Bhikshunis like Venerable Khema, Venerable Patachara, Upalawana, and all the other masters in all the other traditions who came forth also. I think all use the different. Ah, so you think all use different methods? Yes. Now I want to ask you, why do you think they all use different methods? Mm. So the reason why they use different methods is because all of us are the same. When we go into a supermarket, we don't buy the same food, isn't it? We don't choose the same. Let's say, for example, I like chocolates, right? I may go after a mint chocolate, and someone else doesn't like a mint chocolate. And then, it's like for me, if I were to do a certain kind of chanting, it may not resonate with someone else. So all of us are different. So the Buddha's teaching of meditation really acknowledges the fact that all of us are different. So diversity is not something to be afraid of. We celebrate diversity. So that's why you don't have to be Buddhist in order to practice this meditation. So for all my non-Buddhist friends, welcome. Welcome, yeah. Why? Because we are all different. We're not the same molds, like a candle, for example. All of us are built in one mold, and then we come out all the same. How boring, isn't it? So if I look the same as you, you look the same as me, then the world will be very, very monotonous, isn't it? So it's nice for us all to be different. And why are we different? We are different because we bring in different karmas from the past, right? So we have different experiences. This life conditioning is different. Our karmas that we bring into this life also different. So can you imagine that we have all this diversity? So when we go to school also, some of us are good at math, some of us are good at art, some of us are good at history, some of us are good at, uh, physics, etc. So we are all very different. Now, how can I tie all of you, put you into the meditation center, and tell you, okay, you focus only on the breath, or you focus only on one object, and then all of you will become so stressed. Because even in school, you don't do the same thing, right? Even when you do the same thing, some of you are more advanced, some of you are not advanced. Like, for example, I can't do math to save my life, yeah, and I'm trained as an engineer, by the way. But, I, I can do math, yeah. It's not that I can't do math, but math is not my favorite subject. Mathematics has never been my favorite subject. But then again, that's because of my fear of mathematics. Or maybe I just did not like the way mathematics was taught to me. Or maybe it's just I don't have enough training in mathematics that I don't, resonate with math. I resonate more with history. So, in the same way, you might not resonate with just looking at your breath. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. So, in order to cater to your mind, so it's like custom made for you, for your own mind, right? So, if it's custom made for you, then you will be able to practice better. So now I want all of you all to understand this, that it's okay not to do the same meditation as your friend does. So we're not competing with the Joneses. So everybody is different. So that is the first point for today, right? So it's really, really important that we be kind to ourselves, don't judge ourselves when we are meditating, because there's a cat meditator in the room who's sitting on the cushion right in front of me. So the so let's be kind and compassionate to all. Yeah. So be very accommodating. And first, we have to be accommodating to our own self. That's very important. Okay. So now, are we ready? Not so fast. What I have to do is I've got to tell you what objects of meditation did the past arhants use. Okay. For example, Venerable Shariputra used Vedana Sati, Vedana Nusati, meaning that contemplation of the feelings, right? And then he became an arhat through the practice on contemplation of the feelings. Venerable Moggallana, he was always very sleepy, right? So who's sleepy here now? So I better tell you earlier before you all fall asleep that if you're falling asleep, if you feel sleepy, so the Buddha said, pull your earlobes, or you can actually like a sort of like a pinch your fingers, something like that, pull your earlobes and then wash your face, stand up and do walking meditation, or you visualize something very bright in your mind. So Venerable Moggallana, who was the foremost arahant, yeah, by the way, with the best, most incredible psychic powers, and he was one of the two foremost disciples of the Buddha, also had problems sleeping. So you think we are the only ones, right? No, we are not. Yeah. So even the past arahants also were. So I feel very validated, because I also sleep sometimes like, during my meditation. So it's not that I'm perfect, yeah. But let's not make it a habit. So we can overcome it through the techniques that I mentioned just now, which is actually from the Buddha's teaching. And then Venerable Kema, she was one of the foremost Bhikkhuni Arahants also. Now, Venerable Kema, how did she actually become enlightened? She became enlightened by, because she was very proud of her beauty. So beautiful, because she was the queen's consort. She was a queen, yeah, of Rajagraha. So she was a little bit proud, and then when she, refused to go to see the Buddha, when uh, when he was teaching, the king used to go, but the queen never went. Somehow or other, the queen knew, that if she goes to the Buddha, he will tell her not to be so proud of the beauty. But the Buddha didn't say anything. He just conjured up an image, right? So she saw someone fanning the Buddha at the side, and then the Buddha conjured an image of the entire process of decay. Means that the person who was fanning the Buddha suddenly became like older, became decrepit, and then died, and then it turned to bones. And that was actually very horrifying for Kema. So Bhikkhuni Kema realized impermanence, and that's contemplation on impermanence is the object of meditation of Venerable Kema. So are they the same? No, they're not the same. And Bhikkhuni Upalawana. Bhikkhuni Upalawana used a lotus flower, the color, the kasina meditation. So everybody has got different objects of meditation, and this is the rationale for the 21 objects, 21 sessions of meditation. Because who knows, one of these sessions will actually be the meditation for you. Right? So you have struggled with anapanasati, for example, breathing in, breathing out, and then sleeping, so tired, nothing works for you. Maybe this today's method might help. If today's method doesn't help, of course you have to work hard. After a period of time, if you work very hard and you still can't, then you look at the next meditation technique. It's good to maintain consistency, but I must also tell you, the secret of the bhikkhunis and bhikkhus of the past. So the practitioners of the past, they did not use one single technique. They use a variety of techniques also, right? So it's in a way you're shopping, lah, yeah. So it's okay to shop, It's let's not be so hard on ourselves. Like if we think that we have to be rigid, other people have done anapanasati. I too must do anapanasati. Well, there are two meditation techniques, the major ones in Buddhism. The first is shamatha. Shamatha is calm abiding. So today's counting meditation is under calm abiding. And the other one is contemplation meditation, which is vipassana. So there are only two broad categories. Under these two broad categories, there are many, many different meditation types, at least 40. Right? And in the new age, the number is growing. And we are not going to judge about new age techniques and also techniques from other spiritual traditions, which are very beautiful, because they fall only under either two, either shamatha or vipassana. So if you understand what shamatha is and vipassana is, then you will be at peace with any meditation technique that comes. So now, anybody knows counting meditation comes under which technique? Shamatha or vipassana? Counting meditation? Shamatha. Okay. So shamatha meditation is counting meditation. is shamatha meditation. So now, everybody, yeah, one more thing I wanted to tell you before we start. Okay, a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of context is very important because you need to know why counting meditation was introduced. And I didn't introduce it, yeah, it's not my copyright. Everything is actually from the historical Buddha. Counting meditation came about when one of the bhikkhus, if I'm not mistaken, was Venerable Tissa. Venerable Tissa, he couldn't meditate on the breath. He found it very difficult to focus his mind on the breathing in and breathing out. Last week I taught you that your job is just to sit down and observe the breath going in, out, right? Like a gatekeeper, like a security guard in a bank. Whoever goes in, whoever goes out, the mind knows. You know you're aware, right? So here, Venerable Tissa, he could not focus. So then he went to the Buddha and he asked, can I? I mean, I can't focus. So what can I do? I cannot focus. So then the Buddha said, count. So today we are going to count. So after counting, you know why the Buddha taught Venerable Tissa the counting meditation? So because he was actually some sort like a storekeeper or something like a treasurer, like in a treasury. So before he became a monk, he was counting. His job was to count, like accountants, etc. Engineers, etc. So we are very good at counting, except myself, of course. So for those of us who are very adept in numbers, numbers is a skillful way to actually develop concentration. So there we are. So it may work for some, it may not work for some. So let's all try it without judging and see how best it works for you. Is that okay? Perfect. Okay, so now everyone, so what we can do is that we first let ourselves be. We sit in the meditation posture. So the meditation posture, right hand over left hand, and then these two thumbs joining together. Okay. All right. And then your back straight. And the most important thing is to have a smile on your face. Very good. Yeah. So, so nothing is to be taken seriously. I'm enjoying this session because it's not that I'm an expert in meditation. It's just that I enjoy meditation. And I find meditation so fun. And I would like you to approach meditation in the same way. It's fun. Yeah. So the whole life we forgot our breath, right? So now we are coming back to the breath, the very breath that we have been born with, and which is going to take us until our death. So the very breath that we have been born with is the one that we've never bothered to look. So now we're going to look at the breath. And then we have got the six sense perceptions, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind going everywhere. I want to hear nice sound. I want to smell nice smell. I want to taste nice food. Suddenly I got nasi lemak. It's very dangerous. The moment you talk about food, I start craving already. So there you are. So all of our problems stem from going outwards. So meditation brings us inside here. That's basically it. And the name meditation means habituation. That means it's trying to stop us from overly focusing our mind outside, because going outside is actually the reason why we are stuck in samsara. Because the moment our senses project outwards, we have desires. Desires will start to arise. And when desires arise, it is surely going to hook us into samsara for a long period of time. We will be here for a long, long time, because each time we project our sense outwards, it's like we are telling ourselves that we want to stay longer. So we want to create the causes and conditions to be born again and again and again. And why, when we die, we are reborn? Because we haven't had enough of our senses. So if we like meditation, liking meditation means that we actually want to put a stop to the outside grasping at the six sense spaces. Do you want to be born again? Don't want. You want to be born again? Who wants to be born again?
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants to be born again. Yeah. But then again, we are very good in Facebook, TikTok. Yeah. I don't have any problem with Facebook and TikTok. Yeah. But it's just that if we are going to continuously think that outside is more fun than inside, then we are creating the causes for rebirth and suffering. And when we are born, we are destined to suffer over and over again. Birth, old age, sickness, and death. It's bound to happen. So that is the connection between grasping at the six senses outside. So now today, at least during the 20-minute meditation session daily, which I recommend, you put aside your sense perception and bring it back to yourself and this breath. Now, why haven't we noticed um, our breath? The whole life, we have never noticed our breath. Why?
Because we are busy doing other things. Doing,
Yeah. So actually, basically, we are busy chasing after our sense perceptions,
yes.
right? So whatever that we do, whether we say we are very busy, we are very busy watching TV, we are very busy talking, many things, yeah, gaming, all these things. I mean, please don't misunderstand me that I'm not saying that you can't do it. But you must understand that the more you do it, the more you want to do it, and the less you will want to go inside here, and the less you reconnect with your breath. The breath is the gateway to your inner universe. So if you want to stop the causes and conditions for suffering in this life and for future lives, for those of you who don't believe in the future lives, let's talk about this life. In this life also, if you keep on projecting your senses outward, then you can say that the peace is outside there. It's never going to be inside here. So you will keep on finding peace outside because that's how we are training our minds to go outside, outside, outside. When actually peace is here. So some of us, we say that we are finding the Buddha out. God, we are finding everywhere, in the sky, in the trees, the deities everywhere, in the water, in the fire, and all. In the texts, we cling on to the text, the scriptures, as if the divinity, the devas, God is residing inside there. The Buddha is inside the text. Actually, the Buddha is nearer than our nose. So our nose is stuck on our face, right? Actually, the Buddha and enlightenment is nearer than the nose, but yet it continues to elude us. So now, would you like to come back to your breath? Do you understand why we have to come back to our breath?
Yes.
And the breath is just one out of many objects of meditation. But the breath is our best friend from the beginning of life until the end. So if you have time to breathe, you surely have time to meditate. So that's why breathing is the most important. So now, sorry, this I'm going to go back to uh, this guided meditation. It's very important to give you all context here, especially every week there are new people joining. Okay, so please remember the posture. So once you understand why you have to come back to yourself, you will gladly come back to yourself, like you're embracing your breath. The breath becomes your best friend. So last week we didn't have any counting. This week let us count. So breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. So your job is to observe your breath. Yeah. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Once more. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Okay, so shoulders relax a little bit, put a smile on your face, the spine straight, and now we are going to do pranayama. Okay, so you thought we were going to dive into meditation. Not yet. So now we do pranayama. Pranayama is to rebalance our chi, right? Every time you project your sense outwards, you're going up to the past, after the future, going liking this, disliking that, and then we are going off balance. So now 50%, roughly 50% of your mind becomes balanced when you do pranayama. Okay, so pranayama, pran meaning life force energy. So life force energy, you are just basically using the breathing technique. So breathing in, so please watch me. Before you do, watch my breathing. So you block your left nostril and you breathe in with your right nostril, and then you block your right nostril with your ring finger and you breathe out through your left nostril. In, out, in, out. So breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. So put a smile on your face. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out. Very good. So now, both hands right over your left, and then your two thumbs join together. And why we join our thumb together is because we want to be as firm as the mountain. So put a smile on your face. Why are we smiling? Because we are coming back to our breath that we have neglected so long since birth. So breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. So you focus here, yeah, at the tip of your nostril. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Okay, one more time. We go through the same sequence. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. So now be aware of the changes that are happening in your body. In, out, deep, slow, in, out, deep, slow. So your mind focus on your, continue doing your pranayama. Your mind is focusing on your, on the tip of your nose, and you're watching the breathing in and breathing out while alternating between your left, your thumb and your ring finger. Left nostril, right nostril. You're alternating. So you're breathing in the positive and fresh air, positive energy, and you're expunging the negative air from your body. In, out, in, out. And then once again, right hand over left hand. So you do both nostrils. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. So feel your body relaxing. Continue to do. Yeah, continue breathing in. You're aware. You're breathing in. Breathing out. You tell yourself, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. So you continue focusing your mind at the tip of your nostril. So you're mindful that you're breathing in and you're mindful that you're breathing out. Mindfulness means you remember. You remember that you're breathing in and you remember that you're breathing out. In, out. Enjoy the breath. In your natural breath, don't force, don't control, don't suppress. Yeah? Just breathe in normal. If it is a long breath, you know it's a long breath. If it is a short breath, you know it's a short breath. Yeah, so you just breathe and just like you plonk into a nice soft cushion sofa. And then you relax after a very tiring day. So now you come in and then you plonk onto the sofa of your breath. Just imagine the breath is like a sofa. You come and you rest on. So nice. So energizing. Mm. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Is there anything else to do? No. Just observe breathing in and observe your breathing out. And then once again, okay, so that you don't fall asleep, one more time, the last round of uh, pranayama. Block your left nostril, breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Beautiful. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Okay, and then one more time. Right hand over your left, like a mountain, your body straight. Smile. Smile because you're going to relax, yeah. So breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In, out, in, out. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. And when please continue to do. So as you're breathing in and breathing out, you know you're breathing in and you're breathing out. At the nostril, you can feel the in breath and you can feel the out breath. Some can't feel. Yeah? Some of you may ask me, why can't I feel? Doesn't matter, just know you're breathing in and breathing out. Because if you are not breathing in and breathing out, you will not be here anymore. Right? Finito. Just kidding. Anyway. Okay. So some humor and some lightheartedness is a characteristic of meditation. Yeah. So we don't take things too seriously, non-judgmental. Just know when you're breathing in. If you've forgotten, use the mindfulness to bring your mind back to your breath. So mindfulness is the remembrance. So we use the word mindful, mindful, mindful all the time. What is mindfulness? What is mindfulness? So mindfulness means you remember. It's the quality of remembering. Smriti in Sanskrit and sati in Pali. Right? So mindfulness. You're breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know. So if your mind has wandered to the past, or if it has gone to the future, that means no more mindfulness. As simple as that. So mindfulness is not something out of this world, or something so philosophical, or something so technical. It just means whether you remember or you forgot. You remember means you're mindful. You don't remember, that means you're not mindful. Okay? So don't worry. If you're a forgetful person, you say you're not a forgetful person. It's just you're a person who forgets. And I forget, you forget, everyone forgets. So that's why we have to have this constant mindfulness and bring it back to our breath. That is mindfulness. The first the first quality that you need to have is the quality of mindfulness, to remember that you're breathing in and to remember that you're breathing out. Okay? So now we do the breath of fire. So breathing in. So observe me first. So breathe in. So we use our same posture. Okay? And don't forget the smile. Okay? Why? Because we are saying hi to our breath. Yeah? So when you say hi to a friend, you smile, isn't it? You're not grumpy. You're very grumpy when we meditate. No, we don't. We're not grumps, right? When we meet our friends, unless you don't consider your breath your friend. So if you think that your breath is just an acquaintance, or worse still, a stranger, it's good to start making friends with your breath again. So your breath, smile. So yeah. So we remember our friends daily, our family members, people that are close to us. We remember, isn't it? So people who are not close to us, we forget. So the reason why we forget our breath is because our breath is not close to us. That's why we forget. So now the task in meditation is to make friends. And by if you want to make friends, you will start to smile. So that's why the emphasis on smiling and relaxing and just being yourself, sincerely go inside and meet your friend, your best friend, your breath. Okay? So observe the breath of fire. Don't do first, observe first. So breathing in, so you're going to breathe in a lot. You fill up your lungs, and then you're going to breathe out 10 short breaths. You're going to ration your breath bit by bit by bit, right? And you're not going to breathe out from here. For heaven's sakes, don't break yeah, your rib cage or hurt your lungs. But you're going to breathe out from your diaphragm here, right? The stomach. Okay. So observe, yeah. So breathe in. Okay, one more time. So now all of you try. So try it. So all of our troubles, our daily tiredness is deposited inside here. Yeah. So our sadness, our anger, actually it's not our anger. And it's neither our anger nor our sadness, nor our jealousy. All these things is jealousy is there, anger is there, sadness is there. But please don't take ownership of anger. It's not ours, it's not yours, it's not mine. So but anger has arisen at some point in time, today, yesterday, or the last time since you meditated, or whole life if you have never meditated. So the anger is here. And then the worries and the anxiety is here. Yeah. And then the sadness, you lost somebody, or you're so sad about something that you lost. You lost either a good friend, you lost your family member, or you lost something that you really really cherish, or you lost a pet. Yeah, I lost my pet, my Chucky. um and actually today's meditation session I want to dedicate it to my Chucky. It's going to be 1 year that he left us. So and of course the sadness is here. Yeah, I too feel sad because my Chucky was 14 years with me. Yeah? But at some point in time we need to let go. So Chucky was never mine. If my body is not mine, how can Chucky be mine? Yeah. So affectionately I call him my Chucky, but he was never mine in the first place. Neither is my body. Yeah. Nothing here belongs to me. So one day it will go. Right? So don't take ownership of any sadness, yeah, good or bad, any kind of marriage that you create or demerits that you create, wholesome, unwholesome, nothing. Actually, you need to take ownership. The more you take ownership, the more you solidify it. Yes, karma, once created, it does go along with us, life after life. But if you keep on fretting about it, you solidify it and you amplify it and then you make it worse. So let's learn how to detach from even from negative emotions. Also learn how to look at it as an outsider, looking at a TV screen, and then understand that anger has arisen, jealousy has arisen, but it's not mine. Okay, so whatever that has arisen in the past is deposited inside your system. First, it goes into your, it's from your mind, it's translated into your astral body, the so-called auric field, and then it actually manifests in your body as sicknesses. So for those of us with gastrointestinal problems, yeah, heart problems and all, you can ask doctors. Yeah, you ask Tibetan doctors, Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine doctors, Ayurvedic doctors, and any other traditional and complementary medicine doctors, and they will tell you that the sicknesses are not only because of our environment or our food, but mainly because of how we think. Yeah, so if we are afraid of getting diseases, then it's a very good idea to meditate. And one of the good things about this breath of fire that I am asking you to try before your actual meditation session is to clear, expunge the negative energies that are inside our body. So this we don't need these negativities, right? Unless you really want to. It's like yeah, it's a house full of rubbish that you never clean. So it's a mind full of stains that we have never wiped. So we need to clean our mind. So how? So one of the easiest ways before you enter into meditation, do your pranayama, do your this meditation of both nostril, and now do your breath of fire. So for all of us, we need to be very aware of what's in our stomach, our heart. Our we have pain here, so we also know every single pain and aches can be explained to the quality of our minds, and that's a fact. Yeah. So smile and breathe in, and then breathe out 10 times. Okay. And as you are breathing out, you can feel your diaphragm actually pushing. Once again, breathing in, very deep breath, and then you expunge it 5 times out. I mean 10 times out. Okay. One more time, and then breathe out. So if your body is, you can feel the breath actually pressing against your stomach wall and it's pushing it out. So it's like all this, it's like a volcano ready to erupt. And that's exactly what we are. We are living volcanoes, you know. So sometimes, you know, suddenly you if your friend or your spouse, if whoever it is, your whoever that you live with, you know, if you're unaware of their state of mind and if you happen to press the wrong button at the wrong time, suddenly they explode. Or maybe, you know, you yourself, yeah, if you are if you are, you know, you're having a very bad day, come back after office, yeah, and then your spouse has a lot of things to complain about, or, you know, or before you can sit down on the couch, they already tell you, okay, now you have to do this, you know, this bill is pending, and this is all. It's like, oh, press the wrong button, pop, explode, right? So all of us are ticking time bombs, you know, tick, 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 tick. We never know who's gonna explode when. Or there's another way of understanding is like we are like booby traps, you know. You step in the wrong, suddenly step on somebody's foot, boom. You know, it's like, why are we taking time bombs? We are taking time bombs. And one of the important things to understand is that when a person is sick, very sick, the person is a taking time bomb. All of us are taking time bombs. But when a person is sick, the person will erupt like a volcano. Yeah? Or when a person is almost going to pass away, the anger, the irritation, the confusion is very, very, very great. So a person who's very sick, you try to, you know, you say the nicest things also they don't want to hear. They just explode. Yeah, dying person also don't disturb the person who's dying. Let that be, because many of us have not cleared our negativities and they have so much fear. And then we go there and then we tell something, boom, explode again. Then we get upset with the dying person. That's not, you know. Let's try to understand them. And then there are other times also that we. So one of the most safest spaces to erupt is now. So stay clear, everybody. Yeah, all of you sitting here. So in case you erupt and then you no anyway, you're going to erupt in your own space, in your own confined on your meditation cushion. However much you want to erupt, let it be. So this breath of fire is actually a technique to clear up this volcano lest it bursts tomorrow morning when your boss tells you to do extra work. Boom, suddenly. Yeah. So you get what I mean? Yeah, so better do now than to suddenly at the wrong place, wrong time, suddenly, you know, then our reputation goes down. And then we get into big trouble. So one more time. So understand the importance of doing breath of fire. So breathe in and then ration 10 short breaths. Okay. Once more. Breathe in, fill up your lungs, and then expunge it through the stomach. Okay. And then also, you must understand that when you're expunging the negative air, actually, you're not breathing in any new, yeah? So during that 10 times, you're actually not taking out, putting in any new air. You're actually expunging the air. Yeah? Okay. So it's very important to understand that there is no fresh air coming in after as you start expunging it. Okay. So for those of us who just joined the meditation session, welcome. So uh, so today we are doing counting meditation. So we have just done some preliminary meditation. Sorry, pranayama, breathing exercises. Yeah. Okay. Now one more time we do uh, this breath of fire, and then we will start the meditation for today. And then finally, everybody, we breathe in one time and then we expunge it out very forcefully one time. Okay? Good try. Sorry, that's not me, that's my cat. Okay? So now how do you feel? You want to do it one more time? Okay? One more time. Breathing in, fill up your lungs and then expunge. You can make a sound. Then, everyone, one more time. So, now you tell me how you feel. When you are expunging it, do you feel like you feel a bit lighter?
Yeah,
Right, the
fresh.
tension comes out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit fresh now.
Yes. So this is testimony that the tension is built up every day that you do your work, you drive, you talk, you eat, whatever that you do, the anger, the sadness, whatever, the tensions all come and deposit inside here. And then after that, you get stomach pain. What about exam time? Exam, you do for examination, you have butterflies in the stomach, isn't it? For those of us who are scared to enter the exam hall, do breath of fire before you enter the examination hall. Or you going for an interview, you're scared, that you will make a mistake. Just do the breath of fire. Like just now, the 10 times, yeah? But now we expunge it. Shortcut. So we must understand how our mind and our body is connected. So whatever that our mind says, our body will follow. Whatever our mind says, our body will follow. If our mind says be sad, then the body will be sad, then we get pain. If our mind says, okay, worry, then it will become a heart problem or asthma, right? So what our mind is the master, our body is the slave. But then again, all of us, we go in life as if there is somebody else who is the master and we are the slaves. So today, please reclaim your control back of your life. If you have lost it by doing automatic, going automatic mode, don't care lah. I just live the way I want to. I forget about my breath. So you must understand that the mind is so powerful that whatever that the mind says, you can manifest it. So if the mind is negative, you're going to create a lot of negativity for yourself. Okay? So that is the philosophy. Sorry, I have to repeat because we have new people coming in the meditation. Okay. Okay. So counting meditation. So the instruction is like this. So when you count, you're going to count breathing in and breathing out as one. Breathing in and breathing out as one. As two. Breathing in and breathing out, three. One in and out, one set is one. One in and one out is two. And then in and out is three. Okay, and then you count until five first. Can we do that? Then slowly we increase. So let's start. You understand? Okay. So breathing in. So our body is straight. Our right hand over our left hand. Our two thumbs joined together. We put a smile on our face. And then breathe in. We are aware that we are breathing in. Breathing out. We are aware that we are breathing out. The breath is at the nostril. We have to our mind should be focused on our nostril. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So today, for those of us who have difficulty focusing, we give you one more thing to do. We ask you to count. Okay? So let's count. I will count. You don't have to count in your mind. I will count for you, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then repeat. Go back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you finish one set, then you count one, yeah? Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go back again to 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can? Okay, so now we increase to 10. Okay, so if your mind has wandered, okay, then you got to go back to 1. So just now I made you go back to 1 because I want you all to be familiar with the technique. So now I want you to count from 1 to 10 through my guidance, and then try to focus your mind on your breath without going to the past, going to the future. Don't control your thoughts, but focus on your breath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if your mind has wandered, gently bring your mind back to your breath. Yeah, so don't control your thoughts. Just remember, if your mind has wandered to the past or to the future, or suddenly you got nice smell, nice touch, your mind, I like, I don't like. So this like, don't like, past, future will come. It's natural, yeah? So don't worry about it. Just bring your mind back to your breath. Okay? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, okay, stop, everybody. Very important to stop. I want to ask you, how many of you could stay with the breath without your mind wandering from 1 to 10? Did your mind go here, go there?
No.
You can stick to it? Can stick? Okay. Shall we increase to 20?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, stop. Open your eyes. How many of you could stick to the object, your breath, all throughout the 20?
Uh, my mind is a bit unstable
Okay,
after 11 times.
after 11. So for you now, you know 10 is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 is okay. What about you?
Only
Okay, yeah. So now I would like you all on your own, without my counting, you all count in your own minds, either 1 to 5, or 1 to 10, or 1 to 20. We keep silent for 3 minutes. Okay? So once again, go back into meditation posture, smile, and say hello to your breath, and then you start. One in and out, one set is one. Yeah? Okay, start. So if your mind has wandered, go back to one, yeah? So the rule of the game is like this. So if your mind has, after number 5 or number 6, suddenly you see yourself going back to the past, going to the future, like, dislike. So you have to start back at 1. Mm. Yeah, anyway. So you know your own capacity. Yeah? So breathe in and out, 1. So breathing in and out, 2. So by the time you go to 3, gone. Your mindfulness out of the window, forgot. Then your counting is continuing, but your mind is gone. Cannot. That's cheating. Yeah. So if your counting is going and your mind is somewhere else, then you consider that that's not the deal. Yeah, that's not the game. So you lose. Yeah. Actually, there are no winners, no losers. Yeah. But if you cheat, you lose. So let's not cheat. Well, no one is cheating. Yeah. But I must give you the background understanding. So breathing in and out, 1, breathing in and out, 2, 3. So let's say you end up at 7. That okay. Already 15. Yeah. The 15, I don't know how it came lah. Yeah. Go back to 1. Go back to 1. Go back to 1. Yeah. Continue, please. Try it again and again and again. So this is the. So when I speak, you listen just as a guide, yeah. And I want you to try again for one more round. If you forget, start back at one, and gently bring your mind back to your breath. So focus your mind on your breath. If you lose count or get distracted, start again, yeah, from number one, but without any judgment. So it's good to do just five and then start back at one. Five or a maximum 10, not more than 10, not less than five. So this technique comes from Buddha Gosha's Vishuddhimagga. So it's actually a commentary, Burmese text, yeah, Vishuddhimagga, the path of purification, where for meditators who cannot focus on their breath easily, need to count. So when they count, then they are training their minds to focus on that object, right? So one, in and out, one, in and out, two, in and out, three. Then you go on maximum until 10. So Buddha Gosha says better you stop at 10 and not less than five, not more than 10. Okay? So now that's just one way. Now I want to teach you another way. Okay, are we ready? This is a bit, there are many ways, but I must give you the all because today we are only talking about counting meditation. So I must tell you how to count. I mean, how to count during meditation. So it goes like this: you one, one, and the next one, two, two, three, three, four, four, five, five. Can we do that? So I will lead, yeah. So just to see whether it works for you or not. So we are all experimenting here. So shall we start? Okay. One, one, two, two, three, three, four, four, five, five. Okay, so now I keep quiet. You do for the next 2 minutes. So there's another 30 seconds. If you want to try again, one, one, two, two, three, three. Back to one if you forget. One, one, two, two, three, three, four, four, five, five, six, six, seven, seven, eight, eight, nine, nine, 10, 10. Okay, so you know whether it works for you or not. So there's another way. Okay, so we already have two ways. So now there's a third way. The third way is So it's like who plays music here? Do you play music? Nicola?
No,
You play music. So for
but I
those
like to
you like,
listen.
you like to listen.
Listen
So
music.
you know rhythm. What is rhythm? So today's meditation class, we are talking about rhythm of serenity. So the rhythm is actually we are talking about. So it's like we have like it's like that, yeah. So it's like this one, yeah. So your in and out was that one, two, three, like that, right? So your one is like this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You can create a melody in your mind, but the rhythm is important. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That is the first technique. The second technique was just now one, two, three, four, five. Right? So meditation is like music. It's a rhythm of life. Yeah. So be happy. Please enjoy. So the third one is like this. So now we go one step more. So it's like this. One, two. One set is one, two, three. Okay, like this. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, one, two, three. So one set and out is one, two, three. So let's do together. Yeah. One, two, three. 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 So that is the third way. You do yourself now. The third way on your own. One, two, three is one set. One, two, three is another set. Okay. When you're done, let me know. So far, you know you have to do one, and then one, two, one, two, three, right? And now you you're going to do another one. Who is done? So now you do at once counting, right? Before you do your breath. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Then breathe. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Something like that. Yeah. So not easy for some people. This one is a bit tricky. I wouldn't recommend it. But for those of us who like numbers, you can also do like this. The first time you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your mind, yeah, in your mind. But I'm verbalizing it, but actually you do it in your mind. One, two. So along your breathing, together with your breathing, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you complete within that one. Because your breathing is natural, you're not controlling your breathing. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will happen during your one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. It's actually quite nice. I find it quite.
Nice.
It's actually very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I usually don't try it, but yeah.
About no thoughts,
Hmm.
no thoughts.
So you want to do
Complete
again?
concentration.
Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah. So for those of us who find it nice, so let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Naturally, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your focus must always be on your breath, regardless of whether you're counting. Don't let your mind sit on the numbers. Your mind, your focus must be on the breath. Yeah. Your focus is not on the number. The number is like a background music like that. But your mind is focusing on the breath. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everybody is different. So you are different, I am different. So my breath rate and your breath rate is not the same. So therefore, when I do this guided meditation, it's very difficult for all of us to synchronize because my number and your number, the pace is not the same. My long breath may not be the same as your long breath. My short breath may be your long breath. When I'm doing short breath, you're doing long breath. When you're doing long short breath, I'm doing long breath. So it's just a guide for you, yeah. So you want to know more? The- Actually, there are quite a number more. I think it's very interesting that we do. So now, to challenge your mind, especially for those of us who are very technical, for those of us who are like very super genius, who can do 6 sides of the Rubik cube one go. Yeah, I have my in the village that I worked in. Uh, my foster family in Pahang, Kampong Simpai. My foster brother's son, he's a genius. Yeah, I can't do until today, but his mathematical skills is very good. He's what they call that from the Orang Asli community. So my foster brother, his name is Zul Elias Ponchos. So Ponchos' son, yeah. So his son, I asked him one day. There was a Rubik cube in the house in the village. I asked the child to make two colors. So he said he just kept quiet. He's such a quiet boy. His focus is so good, razor sharp focus. Within 5 minutes, 6 sides, all 6 sides, and he's only 9, 8 or 9 like that. Very very young. So he likes numbers. For those of you who like numbers, who love number crunching, let me give you another task. Okay, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when you see that it's very boring, I'm going to fall asleep and my mind still not focused yet. Then you change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, of course, you know what's coming next. If you get fed up of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is a task for you to make sure that you don't lose your focus on your breath. Okay, so it's very important you do that. So, okay, then right. Then there are other techniques. Wait, I must make sure that I give you all value for money. Just kidding. There's no money involved. Okay? No money involved. Just fun. Okay. So now let's do the 4, 7, 8 breathing. So we inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold for 7 seconds. I can't talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then exhale for 8 seconds. So it's this 4, 6, 8 method. Yeah, sorry, 4, 7, 8 method. So inhale 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and then you release 8 seconds. Can we do that? Come, let's try. Inhale four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means use 4 seconds to put as much air into your lungs, and then you hold for 7 seconds. Focus on the mind. Your mind on the breath, and then you exhale. Short and deep exhalation. Long and deep exhalation. 10 seconds. So 4, 7, 8. 4, and then keep it for 7 seconds, and then after that release in 8 seconds. So we call it the 4, 7, 8 method. So you also have the 4, 4 method, which is 4 inhale, 4 you hold, and then 4 you release. That is box breathing, yeah? It's like a box, isn't it? 4, 4, 4. 4. So some people think 4 very sway one. But anyway, yeah. The only thing that is sway is a person that doesn't tame the mind. Yeah. Then anything that comes out from us is sway, you know. Yeah. So we become sway for other people if we don't control our mind. So let's look at it. 4, 4, 4. Breathing for 4 seconds, retain 4 seconds, and then exhale another 4 seconds. Let's take about 10 seconds to do that. So there's also a 5, 1, 5 method. Sounds like the 555, our small 555 book. You know, in Malaysia we have that hutang book, you know, the debt one. I remember my dad used to write the hutang for the roti that we buy every evening, you know, from the roti man. The 555. So this one is the 5, 1, 5 method. So you breathe in 5, okay, inhale 5, and then you keep only for 1 second, and then you breathe out 5 seconds. So it's called the 5, 1, 5 method. I tell you what's the difference later. Try first. Got 4, 7, 8 method, got 4, 4, 4 method, then got 5, 1, 5 method. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. Okay. So the last one is 40-60% method. So here, for those of us who want to go into decimal point, also got meditation for you. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Because it just depends on our mental disposition. All these meditation techniques are the different techniques are for people who have very different minds, okay, and very different lung capacity also. Okay, so the thing now 40% is you inhale, and then 40%, 60%. So 40%, so you retain, you inhale 4 seconds, and then you exhale 6 seconds. 40%, 60%. So 4, 6. Yeah. So one. So inhale 4, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 6. Breathing 4 and exhale 6. Breathe in 4, exhale 6. So now for all of us who are watching on YouTube or Facebook or here, so I'm going to repeat just the names of the meditation just now and tell me which one you like the most. Okay? And you can type if you want. And for those who are here with me, verbalize it. Okay. Number one is the one, one, two, three, 4, 5. This is the one method. And then we have the second method. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay. And then the third one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then after that you have the, who remembers?
5.5.
Oh, that one much
And
later.
then one, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, yeah. So those four actually come from our Buddhist texts. It's not something I created. Okay? And then the other ones, like the 4, 7, 8. Okay? And then the 4, 4, 4, the box method. And then the 5, 1, 5, like brother you said. And then the 40-60%. These are the new age techniques. Now, tell me, which method did you identify most with? Anyone? You can tell?
For me, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. So you like this one? Yes? Okay. Thank you, brother. And you?
For me, 3, 1, 8. Plus 4, 1, 8.
4, 7, 8.
4, 7.
4, 7, 8. Okay, 4, 7, 8 resonated with you. What about you, Venerable?
1, 2,
1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, very good. So anyone else? Can you give me box breath? Some say box breath. Okay, very good. Yeah. So you see, yeah, for those of you who are sitting here, and then also second method I identify with, so Sue Ann said that. Okay. So none of you, so far I'm seeing, have answered the same. I thought about 8 different techniques, counting techniques, and none of you answered the same, as far as I can see now. Right? What does this tell you?
As you mentioned, different person, they got different pace.
Yes. Different person, they got different. So what works for you doesn't work for me. What works for me doesn't work for you. So let me tell you a story. Okay? In the Buddhist sutras, they say that you must be like a good cook, you know. Imagine you're a cook for the king. Okay? Doesn't matter whether you know how to cook or not. Just imagine that you're a cook. Okay? So there are 2 cooks now. One is you, and then another one is another cook. Okay? You are a cook that knows what the king likes. So, so the king, what he likes for breakfast, what he likes, he doesn't like, all the small, small things, like, okay, let's say the king's favorite dish is wonton mee. Okay, so you know how to make the wonton mee perfect. The king would like more, let's say, greens and more chili rather than a lot of noodles. So you make it just right. And then after that, what happens is the king will reward you. Or you're working in a restaurant. Let's make it like a contemporary. So if you're a chef now in a five-star hotel, and then your customer will give you good feedback, uh, you know, like your ratings, because you know exactly what they want. And then there's another chef that you go, is don't care like, he doesn't know what you want and what you like. Every day stay with you also doesn't know. Okay, so the favorite customer come back to that one, but every day cook something different. Then the customer also confused, don't know what you, don't know what the chef is cooking. And why we don't know? Because the chef himself doesn't know what the customer likes. So what does that tell you? Very simple. During the time of the Buddha, there was somebody who meditate but never observed the body, doesn't know what the body responds to, doesn't know whether which meditation technique works for this person, the person, So it's like never observe the breath. So like now when you're meditating, you must know what's happening. So you must know, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 resonates with my mind. Box method resonates with my mind. You must know. So if you don't know, you're like the chef who doesn't know anything, right? So the Buddha says a good chef will be rewarded as just like a good meditator will be rewarded. Because if you can really truly tune into your body, your mind, your body, you know what your body wants, your mind responds how, then you can progress. So a good chef will get the reward and will progress and become a head chef, the head cook, the chief cook, right? And the other one will be sacked for those doesn't know anything, right? Isn't it? So that's in that way, you must be very attuned. So today's meditation, we named it as rhythm of serenity. Why did I say rhythm of serenity? How many of us experience serenity during this meditation? Just now you have your 515. Is it 515 work for you, brother?
One, two, three.
Or 1, 2, 3. And sister was something 4, 7, 8. Right? Some of us are the box method, the 4, 4, 4. Yeah. So at that time, you must ask yourself, what is it in this technique that makes this technique suitable for me? Just like the cook. What is that? What is it that the king likes? What is it that my customer likes? So we know what our customers like. We know what our bosses like, but we actually don't really know what our mind likes. So now I want to, you know, just make sure that you understand that that you must really, really know what you like. Then how your body and mind resonate with each other. Then you choose your meditation technique. Okay? And then what did you feel during the meditation? So the rhythm of serenity, did you feel calm? Some sort of little bit of peace. Not so much because today we are exploring new techniques. But during the 2 minutes, did you feel some peace? Anyone? You felt tranquility? Even with the counting, you felt some peace, right? So here, I want to impress upon you, this is a technique that was taught by the historical Buddha, by Buddha Shakyamuni. So Siddhartha Gautam Buddha taught this meditation technique to somebody who was a treasurer and whose mind was very analytical. Before he became a monk, he liked to calculate, you know, do all this number crunching and all. So when he cannot focus without numbers, so the Buddha said, okay, take your numbers. You miss your numbers so much, take it, take it. Use it during your meditation. So for all of us, who are more analytical in nature, the number will help you to ground yourself in your breath. And that's how we have a rhythm. So it can be 1, 1, it can be 1, 2, it can be 1, 2, 3, it can be 4, 4, 4. So doesn't this remind you of music? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Isn't it? Correct?
just like a rhythm.
Just like a rhythm. Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted you all to tell me. That actually meditation is a rhythm. And counting meditation is a rhythmic meditation based on numbers. So 1, 2, 3. Find your rhythm. Once you have found your rhythm, you find your balance. Did you know that? The once you found your rhythm, you find your balance. It's so very, very important. Yeah. So any questions regarding the technique? So there are certain things that I need to especially inform you about this technique, yeah. So there are some mistakes which you all must avoid. Okay. The first mistake is that you count too quickly. If you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you're not going to get that rhythm. So you must be patient and follow the natural rhythm of your breath. And then with it, you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay? So the second mistake is that you focus more on the numbers than on your breath. How many of us were focusing more on the numbers? If we didn't find any peace during this meditation session, it means that we were focusing on the number more than the breath. The idea is for you to focus on the breath. The number is just the background music only, like the chorus, you know. So you are the lead singer. So the lead singer will be focusing on the mic, not on the chorus behind. You do your job to sing. So you do your job to breathe, just as the lead singer will do the job to sing. Grab the mic and sing. Sing till, with reckless abandon. And the chorus will do their job, right? So the chorus is the number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you are doing your breathing in, breathing in. Yeah. So that is the second mistake that you're counting. You're actually focusing more on the counting. Okay, the third one.
Sis, you
Yes.
don't mind? I put my legs straight.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's fine. So now the next question is how long you need to count. So should you count, like if your session is 1 hour, do you use the whole hour to count? Or there comes a time where you stop counting?
After sometimes the that
Yes.
is
After some time, you can leave the counting and just focus on the breath. Okay? So
I
it's very
think counting is just the beginning.
Yes, that is correct.
Once you're used to it, then should be all right.
Exactly. And also the counting is actually for those of us who are,
capacity.
yes, whose mind very restless or very sleepy, right? Who cannot focus at all no matter what, the past, future, like this, like too many thoughts. Don't know what to do. Nah, I give you a number, like a toy, Give you one banana lah. The banana is the number lah. We always need a banana, isn't it? So then the banana, today's banana is none other than the numbers. And if you want, you can put some song inside also. Your favorite song you can put. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But that is too much. But for me, I can handle it. Yeah. But for those of you who can't handle it, 1, 2, 3 is just enough. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The more monotone it is, the better it is. Unless it won't distract you. Okay. And then the fourth mistake is that, you when you focus on the numbers, you become like a robot. Now we are not training you to become robots. You're meant to use the number to just focus on the breath, but you're not supposed to become the number. So you should not be the number. You should become your breath. You become one with your breath. You unify with your breath. And then you say bye bye to the number without knowing that you say bye bye to the number. The number automatically goes away. That's counting meditation. Any other questions before we end the session? Okay. So the logic here is like this. Through the counting, you actually can achieve ekagrata. Ekagrata means single-pointed consciousness. Did you experience it?
Yes.
Yes. So through one-pointedness, the breath becomes very refined, very subtle. One-pointedness, one-pointedness. Yeah. So when your breath becomes subtle, insight arises. So let me quote from this this text. Yeah. So from the Pati Samveda Magga, it says that through counting, the mind becomes one pointed. One pointedness is ekagata. Through one pointedness, the breath becomes subtle. Subtle means refined. And through subtlety, insight arises. So when the breath becomes very soft, then your wisdom arises. Your knowledge, yeah, arises. Yeah. So that is very, very important. So okay. So how do you know you're progressing? How do you know that your counting meditation is going the correct way? Do you need to worry too much about the counting? Number one, two, three, one, two, three. Must think a lot or not? No need, right?
No,
No need. So the counting, when the counting becomes effortless, you don't need to think about it. It's just like second nature. Then you know you're progressing. And when the body becomes more and more lighter and lighter, peaceful, more and more peaceful, then you're progressing, right? And then the breath becomes more and more refined. So if you're one, two, three, your breath becomes very tight. But if you're doing like this, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, the breath becomes very, very refined, very soft. And because of that, your body becomes very light. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, once your breath and your body becomes very light and stable, your mind becomes very stable. So you can maintain awareness of every breath without counting after your mind becomes stable. Yeah. So that's very important for you to know. So I want to give you a Sri Lankan proverb. Yeah. So in the Sri Lankan tradition, it says that counting is like, you cycle. When you cycle, when you were small, your dad or mom used to put training wheels, or when you train your children to cycle,
left and right.
on the left and right you put, isn't it?
Yeah.
It becomes like a tricycle or
Yeah.
quadricycle or something like that, right? So the child just doesn't go on twos. The child goes on twos will fall and never learn. So we have to fix those training wheels, right? So now in the same way, your counting is like the training wheel. So after the child knows how to cycle, can balance already, the whole life got training wheel? No.
No.
You will take out the training wheel and then eventually the child will find the balance and then it will ride the bicycle smoothly, into the
Yes.
sunset, right? In the same way, after you are already become like focus on your breath, then you do not need the counting, the training wheel anymore. You can get rid of it. So that is the logic. Yeah. So I would like to welcome any questions from the viewers here. And any questions, sister?
So this is only for counting, is a starting for
Today,
meditation.
yeah. Today we did the counting.
Mhm.
But generally, last week what we did was we did breathing in. I'm aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. And there's so many people fell asleep. Yeah. So that's why I thought it's necessary to. I build up, on each week what I see in the previous week. The next week will be something different already. So today you practice the counting meditation. Very important. So just like the training wheels, you take off your training wheels once you already know how to breathe, 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 breathe. So this is like I'm like your parent, helping you learn lah how to cycle, learn lah how to meditate like that. So today I put the training wheel on you. The counting is your training wheel.
That means the medication is take important on breathing.
The breathing is the meditation. Meditation simply means you you what is that, you get yourself used to the meditation object. So meditation means actually you look at one object and then you familiarize yourself again and again and again. It's just like you have Like, for example, a child, you want to teach a child A, B, C, D, and then you show the child. This one is what? A, A, B, B, right? Right? Correct or not? So when we were children, we learn A for apple, B for boy. Then we know A, what shape, B, what shape. So if we don't introduce, the child won't know, right? And we must reintroduce. And then the child must practice, must become used to this is A for apple, A for apple. In the same way, meditation also, the A is your breath. A for apple. A for apple. So this is what you need to get used to. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus your mind on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So actually, it's very simple only. But we all are very good at the 26 letters of the English alphabet, isn't it? When we are small, within like
Yes.
1 week, can learn already. But why meditation one whole lifetime also cannot learn? Why is it so difficult to to habituate, to get used to the breath or to any object of meditation? Why? Because we lack the focus, right? We don't want to focus, and because everything else is very nice except coming back inside. Because we like to go and see movie, we like to go TikTok, do all these things, don't want to come back inside here. So if you don't come back inside, then how will you know what is inside? So the more you keep coming back to your breath, the more you get used to it. But if you keep coming back to your breath without any training wheels, then you
Fall asleep.
or struggle but can never, you can never, focus on your breath. So today's lesson was to ensure that you have some tools in case you fall asleep or in case you become so restless, and you cannot control it. What to do, what to do. Okay lah, I give you the numbers. You do the meditation. Okay? Any questions?
So today is my first try. It seems that when I breathing the time, my brain always jumping here and there. It's unstable.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is because the whole life. How many? Are you a new meditator? Have
Yeah,
you meditated
yes.
before?
No.
No. Okay. So you see, how many times in your life, brother, that you have uh, gone and look at your breath? I'm breathing lah. Hey, hello, I have a breath. Ah, how many times in your life have you done that?
I think 1 or 2 times lah.
The whole life, right?
Yeah.
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 So that's why your mind is running away. Whatever our mind doesn't like to do, it will run away. So that's why your mind is very natural for your mind to run up and down like a monkey. So this counting meditation is like a pole. Now I tie your monkey mind. The Buddha said our mind is like a monkey. I tie your monkey mind to the pole. And what is the rope? The rope is the counting today. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when you do 1, 2, 3 with each in breath and out breath, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Slowly, your mind will stop jumping about like a monkey.
Yeah.
And the Buddha also said like this. You know the kerbau, the buffalo,
Supper.
the buffalo paddy field. So in ancient India, during the time of the Buddha, the how to explain to the monks and to the lay people, especially to the farmers, how our mind works. So he explained like this. So the Buddha said, your mind is like a monkey mind, but sometimes people cannot understand what is monkey mind. So then the Buddha told one farmer, he said, your mind is like a buffalo, right? The buffalo, will go and trample everybody's rice field and destroy the other people's crops, an untrained buffalo.
Yeah.
So if you train the buffalo will know how to walk without jumping on the paddy and destroying the paddy.
Yes.
So in the same way, our mind is also like the buffalo. Now what we are doing is that we are going around and trampling everywhere. So we are like not tame at all. So to tame the mind, we must meditate. We must train the mind through meditation. So just as a bull can be trained, so can our mind be trained also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
It's one question.
Yes.
So,
Mm. Can we do breath of fire
yeah.
throughout one session of meditation, or is this method? Okay, sorry for not clarifying. It's a very good question. So actually, this pranayama technique, which includes the breath of fire, are actually to be done before the meditation. It's actually a preliminary exercise. These are breathing exercises in order to balance your chi, so that 50% of your restlessness will be cut off. And then it has also other benefits, like I said, that you're actually taking out the negativity and you're doing your spring cleaning. So once you are fresh and you are reinvigorated, that means you come from a very tiring job every day, and then or morning you're very sleepy, your body can, then you do your preliminary exercises, which is the pranayama. Then you notice that your mind suddenly becomes clearer and clearer, because the breathing starts to balance your chi, your life force energy. So when it starts to balance, then you feel better and you're able to concentrate better. For you can try. Go home and you try and see without the pranayama and with the pranayama whether your meditation is uh, how to say, clearer, more concentrated or less concentrated. So our mind is like a laboratory and we are like the scientists. So what we are doing is we're experimenting. So a scientist does what? You try this way, you try that way, and then you get some kind of an invention, right? In the same way, we try this way, we try that way, breathing in, we're aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out, we're aware that I'm breathing out. So we try, and then we try all these different techniques, like the breath of fire, the entire pranayama, including the breath of fire and the three expunging of the breath outwards, are preliminary exercises. Then the actual meditation is breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out, in, out, and then you do it for 20 minutes. For beginners, you can start 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum, then you stop, right? And if in between you find that you cannot focus on your breath, breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out, in, out, in, out, and then suddenly, don't know where you went. Your mind galloped somewhere like a horse, You went somewhere else, to some other country, right? Hungry, tired, sleepy. So what you can do the counting meditation, and that is one way to make your mind stay. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. So your job is just to note down the in, out, every day. 5 minutes also enough for beginners. Just sit on your bed or sit somewhere. If you sit on your bed, you might sleep. So sit somewhere where you are comfortable, not necessarily on the floor. You can sit on the chair also. So breathe in and out, breathe in out. So you just have to focus on the in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, and just rest in the natural breath. And then after that, no need to put too much energy concentration. Automatically, you will start concentrating. If that doesn't happen, then one, two, or one, one, two, like that. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like this.
The best time to practice is in the morning,
The best time to practice is early morning,
early morning.
before other people wake up.
Mm.
That means before the birds start chirping.
Mhm.
So before people start clanking their pots and pans, making breakfast, and then banging their doors and all this, that's the best time. Or whatever time you wake up, before you go to work, yeah, before you have your breakfast, that's the best time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then last thing before you go to sleep, or in the evening, like around 6:30, 7 p.m. If you're at home, this is also a very good time where it's at dawn. You know,
Okay.
at that time it's a very beautiful time, and at dusk, this is called dusk, isn't it? Yeah. So the sunset, sunrise, sunset. This also is a very, very beautiful time and a very peaceful time for you to meditate. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So, any other questions? So if, Nori?
Answer already.
Okay. So being aware of the breath, attention on the breath. Okay, that is correct. So if there are no further questions, I think we have come to the end of the meditation. I really hope that you have really understood the essence of meditation. The essence of meditation is awareness on the object of meditation. And in today's class, the object of meditation was the breath, in breath, in breath, out breath, supported by the two training wheels, counting. Yeah, one, two, three, like this. So when you count, you have a rhythm, and this rhythm is the one that brings you into tranquility. Hence the title for today's meditation, Rhythm of Serenity. And I pray that you have actually achieved the rhythm of serenity. So I will do one very short dedication. Today I'm going to invoke Shanti Deva, which is the um, Shanti Deva, who is Pandita from India, one of the great gurus of our tradition. So please, whatever good deeds that we have done through meditation, all the positive potential, we dedicate it to all living beings. So Shanti Deva from Bodhicharya Vatara, the way of the Bodhisattva. So this is a very, very important text. If you can read it, please read it. If you but doesn't matter, I will recite one very strong dedication prayer in English for all of you. So please put your hands together and dedicate it to all beings. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy. By virtue of my merits, may no living creature suffer, may no living creature commit evil or ever fall ill, may no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighted down by depression. Meaning that meditation helps one overcome the darkness of depression, the darkness of negative emotion. Once you learn how to concentrate, you're familiar, your mental energy becomes so high that you leave all the negativity behind. And just as we have learned how to meditate today, so many others don't have the opportunity. So let us all dedicate our merits to all the living beings in all the six realms of existence, so that they too will be able to come out from suffering and find everlasting happiness. Sunam diye tamje zepani topnye nyepe danam pamjeni ke gana che bala trupa ye sepe zole drova drova risho janju sejo rimpoche ma ke panam ke jurju ke pa nyamba me pa yang go ne go do fe show. Thank you so much, and I hope that the meditation that you learn today you will practice every morning and every evening. Practice for 1 week, and then come back again next week, and then we will do a new meditation, or you can ask me questions as to what happened during that 1 week. Yeah, we can do that also. Thank you.
You are online now? On
Yes.
live?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank
You
you.
don't mind? I think
Can
of course.
share. I'll share you this link.
Oh,
I will share the link
all
to you.
right. You don't mind? I take a photo.
I'll share. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Correct.